Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I am here to go over the challenge All Stars. Now, you know, All Stars premiered last night on Paramount Plus. If you don't know, I have CBS All Access. So once CBS, I guess, terminated, it rolled over into Paramount Plus. So I didn't have to pay any additional fees for a new app. It's kind of just like populated on my Amazon Prime. So check out your Amazon Prime and see if you just already have it with your Amazon Prime account. I don't know, but you know I was against paying for another streaming service. So if you refuse to pay for a streaming service, but you still want to know what's going on, go ahead and hit subscribe. Your girl is going to be reviewing the first episode. It wasn't wow excitement, but it's better than the challenge 36 right now. I want to go over the cast real quick. I went through the cast and I put stars. I went through a list. I put stars by the people who I actually knew, and I'm surprised most of these people I remember, but some of them I don't remember from the challenge. I just remember them from the Real World Road Rules seasons. Let's go through it real quick. For the most part, the girls, I'm not excited by. Like, where is Evelyn? Is it Evelyn, Laurel, Cara, Rachel, Veronica? Where are the heavy hitter all-star women? I feel like they just got whatever women agreed to come on. The men, they have some great all-stars. And so the male side, I'm really excited to see who wins. The season is an individual game. The prize is $500,000 for one person. So I don't even think it's going to be split top man, top woman, which I don't really think is fair because the group of women I see this season, I don't see a single one of these females taking out a male. It all depends on how they have the final. It seems a little bit unfair to me, but it says one person is going to get $500,000. So let's get into it. Up first was somebody named Arissa from Real World Vegas. I don't know her. I don't remember her. I don't recall her anywhere in my memory. She could be a first boot from me. Gisela. They even gave me flashbacks of Gisela. I don't remember her from previous challenges. And I wrote down everyone's age, but I'm not going to shout out everyone's age because damn near everyone is my age or younger, or it's a few people that's older than me because I'm 42. Most of the people are 42 and below. Some people, my friend Charles was on Twitter reading, talking about none of these middle-aged people would last a day if CT, Bananas, or Wes was here. And I agree. I said I should feel offended because I'm 42, but I don't. Because after this first episode, I'm like, yes, CT, Wes, and Bananas could not have been there because it would not have been fair. It would not have been fair. And they are in this age range. But let's get over the age. We're just happy to see some of these people back. Next is Kellyanne. I recall Kellyanne. I recall her the most when she did the season. Was it her cousin or her brother? And was it Cara was fooling around with her brother? I don't know. I could be tripping. My memory ain't the best. 42. But I do remember Kellyanne, and I like her. She's done 4 seasons of the challenge in the past. Joanna. Or no, it's Janae. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I remember her the best. She was best friends with Jasmine, you know, little bitty tiny Jasmine. And they were really feisty. And she used to date Zach. And Zach was an asshole to her, just like he an asshole to Jenna. But I remember, is it Janae? I'm going to say her name wrong until I see the episode again. But I remember her. I like her. Cool. Jimmy. Now, I did put a question mark by Jimmy's age. They said Jimmy was 32. Is she? I just thought Jimmy has been on 7 seasons of the challenge. I just would have thought she would have been a little bit older than that. No shade, Jimmy. I like you, girl. She did a great job this first episode. Anissa is back. 14 seasons. We just got rid of Anissa over on Double Agents. So Anissa, maybe you might can do better over here. I don't know, girl. But it is what it is. Somebody named Kendall. I don't know Kendall at all. She is from the Road Rules. It's a lot of people from Road Rules, and it makes me want to go to my Amazon Prime and see if I could watch some older seasons of Road Rules. I don't even remember the concept of that show. Weren't they traveling around in the RV, just like a huge camp trip? I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and watch some old episodes of Road Rules. Katie. I remember Katie. Katie is another little tiny itty bitty competitor. She's done 9 seasons of the challenge. Very feisty. I liked Katie. I don't want to say past tense. I like Katie. Most of these women are like layups of the past seasons. Like the only one who was a real competitor that I saw was Kellyanne. So Kellyanne should win for the women easy, right? Let's keep going. Tech. Tech is back. I remember Tech completely from Real World Hawaii. That's one of my favorite seasons. He's 45 and they said he hasn't done the challenge in 21 years. I don't recall Tech ever doing the challenge, but 42, I don't know. Somebody named Latarian, they call him LT. They said he did 3 seasons of the challenge. I do not recall, but he beasted. I feel like he got probably the easiest person to beast on, but we'll get into that later. Ace is next. Real World Paris. Real World went to Paris. And he did 4 seasons of the challenge. I don't recall an Ace at all, just like I don't recall a Yes. I know I remember somebody named Yes. Because that's just a weird name, right? I'm sure it's a cultural name, but I would have remembered somebody named Yes. I don't remember him. I remember everybody else. Alton. I don't recall Alton or Alton, whatever his name is, winning a season of the challenge. They said he won 1 of 4 challenges. Nehemiah. I like Nehemiah. I remember Nehemiah and Beth, but I remember him from a lot of seasons of the challenge. I don't recall Nehemiah winning any either. Because I used to think back in the day, all the black people went home early. Sad but true. Sad but true. But Nehemiah won one. I put in the comments, I know my friend Drew, when I get with Drew, I'm going to have to ask him, what season did Alton and Nehemiah win? And even on here, they got Cyrus winning one. I need to know what season did they win. It had to be some huge group challenge because I just don't recall. Mark, he is a challenge all-star. He's the one who created this for the older players. He wanted to come back and see if he still got it. I recall Mark. I definitely recall Derek. Derek is one of my favorite players. He is a tiny beast. Like, he takes the biggest ones down in eliminations. Darrell, we just saw Darrell over here on Double Agents. I would say I hope you can do better, but I feel like it's some really strong men on this All-Stars. Beth, I remember Beth from my favorite season of Real World, which is LA, the one with Tammy Roman. That's one of my favorite, because I really didn't watch season 1 of Real World, but season 2, I was there. And so I remember Beth. She got on everybody's nerve then, and she probably still gonna get on them now. She's done 7 challenges. I do recall her from the challenge. And she is 52. And I'm only saying her age because, damn girl, she look good. She looks good. I would have never gave it to her. No, 52. Trishelle. I remember Trishelle more from that season of Vegas because I remember she was the one who thought she was pregnant. I ain't never going to forget that. That's when they started putting condoms in the house. Big Easy. I like Big Easy. I always liked him from the season where him and Devin dated. And I liked how he came in real big. And then Anissa learned from Big Easy. He said, fuck that, I'm here to win some money. He came back the next season in shape. Still big, but in shape. And could run a final. I like Big Easy. Ruthie is back. Like I said, I remember Ruthie from Real World Hawaii. I recall her being on some challenges, but I don't recall her doing nothing too spectacular. But, 42. And then Cyrus. I do remember Cyrus, and I liked him. But let's get into this episode. I'm really happy with who they put in the house. I'm sure a lot of people, especially during COVID and especially being an older cast, said, hold up, let me see how they do over here this first All-Stars, and maybe I might come back for All-Stars number 2. I hope they keep it going, because I heard it was only a 2 weeks worth of filming, and it's a really quick production. You ain't got to leave your real life for that long. So I hope maybe, once more people get vaccinated and, the COVID numbers come down, we can see some of those heavy hitters come back, especially on the women's side. But let's get into it. The challenge. Deep Blue Dive. I wrote it down. Deep Blue Dive. It's a whole bunch of math equations. And numbers are my thing. So I felt like this is one I could have shined because I'm good at numbers. Then you have to swim out. I would have beasted this because swimming is my thing. Running, no. But swimming, your girl could swim. You swim out, deep dive under, grab the right blocks to be the answer of your equation. And then there's some other long equation at the end, but whatever. You got to pick 2 captains, male and a female. The 2 captains were Kellyanne and Latarian on one team. It was a team challenge. Even though it's an individual game, it's like that one season where you show up, you never know what the daily challenge will be. If it'll be a team, a double, an individual, small groups. Like, you just don't know until you show up. But this time it was a team. So Kellyanne and Latarian were captains over here. And then Tech and Gisela were captains over here. I like Gisela because Gisela was like, look, I ain't no punk. We about to do this. I feel like we're about to win. So which one of you guys want to step up and be captain with me? And I'm sure everyone, they've done enough of these challenges to know whoever wins is going to get a power and whoever loses is going into elimination. Cool. The funniest part of this is 90%, I would say 90% of the contestants of the 20 to 22 people on my list tapped out. Everybody had to take one turn to retrieve a block. If you can't retrieve a block and you have to come back, then you assess a 5-minute penalty to your team's time. When I tell you, it seemed like everybody but maybe 5 people total on both teams took a 5-minute penalty. The funniest tweet I saw, and I love to watch Twitter after a couple of episodes, they said the winner of the challenge was the lifeguard. Because that lifeguard was swimming out there on his little paddle with his little rower for everybody. I'm like, everybody is drowning. I'm sure most of these people are good swimmers, but they said that water was so cold. And I don't know what it is about cold water challenges. Because where were they at? They in a secluded mountain. I don't know where the mountain is, but they must be up high to where it's cold. The water was so cold you couldn't breathe. But at the end of the day, Tech and Gisela's team won. Gisela was beasting it. Gisela was like, y'all can't, let me take my ass. That would have been me. Yeah, I'm all out of shape, got my mom body and everything, but my ass could swim and I could dive and I would have been getting my pieces for my team. We would have been safe. So Latarian is the captain of the losing team. And so the power is, it's a male elimination week. So Tech is safe. He can't go in. But anybody else in the house, any other male of the house can be voted in. Gisela got some kind of lifesaver power. I heard this is something that came back. I don't recall it, but I mean, we on challenge 36. I can't recall everything. Now, my question with the lifesaver is, if someone is nominated for elimination, she can, at the elimination, say, they ain't going in. Now, does she get to pick who takes their place? And how many weeks is this lifesaver good for? Is this good for the entire game until she feels like using it? Can she use it on herself? If she's ever the house vote, can she say, you, Trishelle, take your ass in there. I ain't going. You know, I need more info on the lifesaver because I don't recall the power of the past. So, what I heard is Tech and Gisella's team decided as a whole, since our team won the challenge, we aren't going into elimination. So a male from the other team, y'all need to pick amongst yourselves who going down there. I heard, well, I ain't heard, I saw. Latarian said he wanted Ace. I feel like of all the men in the house, Ace, outside of Tech, but Tech was safe. Ace is probably the smallest. Yeah, I mean, Yes was on the winning team. I mean, Ace is probably the best pick. Latarian said, I don't know Ace. I ain't in an alliance with Ace. I don't know him from the past. I don't know him from the man across the street. So, it's no hard feelings if I take him out. So, you know how the house gets. He want Ace's Ace. It's better Ace than me. I mean, this is $500,000. Ace is in his feelings. I feel like you guys are monsters. Like, you aren't even going to entertain anybody else. This is monstrous. And I'm like, have you not watched the challenge in all these years? And I don't know who said it on the show. I need to take better notes. Somebody on the show was like, these people were cutthroat over scooters and iPads. And I said that in my last video. So you know, if they're willing to throw you in for an iPod, you know they don't give a damn about you for $500K. Because I'm sure everybody on here is married. If they're not married, has a family. If they don't have a family, they got grown people bills. So $500,000 is a lot of money. We don't care nothing about you, Ace. We happy you made it. See you next season. Maybe if not, okay, sorry for you. So Ace it is. Ace is going down to it's not the crater, but what is the elimination field called this season? I'm going to have to pay attention to that next week. I wish, and I know Amazon likes to do this like regular TV where they upload a video a week, but I wish they would be like Netflix and just put it all up there. Let me binge watch it over the weekend and have fun. You know, I guess we got something to talk about every week. They had a 90s party. Great. It looked fun. I love a good 90s party. Everybody is hungover the next day. Got to recuperate. I'm the same way. I only like to party hard like that when I'm on vacation, or if it's an extra long weekend, because that recovery it's just something I don't want to do. Like, I had my fun in my 20s. I had a lot of fun in my 30s. Now that I'm 42, I just want to sip on a little bit of wine, sip on a little bit of Crown Apple and peach pop or Sprite. I love good Crown Apple. And, you know, I just want to chill. I don't want to turn up and get drunk because that recovery is a lot. But if I do slip into the drunk phase, it's probably on vacation or it's probably on an extra long weekend. But moving on, y'all ain't asked me about how I like to drink. Let's get to the elimination. It's a pole wrestle. And I'm like, yes, something physical, something like to get your anger out, something aggressive, something we like to see in our challenges, not these little knock over a thing of balls and throw it through a hoop, you know? No. But anyway, Latarian, the way he was manhandling Ace and throwing him up and down on his back, my back was hurting. I said, I know he gonna have to go get him a little icy hot patch or something. I need me one right about now too. My back, I was like, I would have let go of the pole. Like, we too old. We ain't got time to be having back problems. Whew. Latarian did a great job. I hope to get to re-know you this season. Like, maybe you could stick around for a while. It looks like you have a good alliance with Cyrus. I know Cyrus is pretty political of the past. So I hope you can stick around. Latarian wins, Ace goes home. And that's pretty much it. We ain't got to go through a whole bunch. They didn't give us a lot. It wasn't no drama this week. We already know from the previews, Katie and I think Trishelle is going to talk about something from 16 years ago. And I'm with Katie. Like, bitch, I ain't got time to argue about some shit of 16 years ago. We know it's going to be drama filled. I'm hoping it's an exciting season. I love the challenge whenever I can get it. I hope it's not 20 episodes like Double Agents, because I am over Double Agents. Like, give me a final. Let me see who's going to win this $1 million. I ain't never seen a challenge last that long. But anyway, like, comment, share. I will be back. I guess it comes on Thursday, so I'll be back next Friday to give you all a good review. Like I said, if you don't want to subscribe to the Paramount Plus, go ahead and subscribe to Kiss My Cheeks TV, because I'm going to be reviewing. Anyway, like, comment, share. Talk to you later. Bye.